If you had followed me last week we spoke about the lack of appropriation on some kind of funding that the outgoing governor of Kogi State, Governor Yaya Bello, spent. He had over 900 million naira spent without appropriation from the legislative wing of Kogi State. And this is just like a continuation of that series, but this time around we'll be focusing on Edo State. So sit tight, don't touch that dial, and stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Governor Obaseki is on his 7th year as the governor of Edo State, and there have been some speculations lately. So speaking about corruption, we want to see the justifications on some of these fundings that these governors and these politicians are spending in their states. And why it is very paramount is that when you look at the socio-economic life of the citizens of this state, you begin to wonder, what are the justifications for these spendings? Why are these spendings being carried out in this manner? So it got me thinking, and of course it got me awake, and that is why I felt there is a need for me to talk about this. Is this the dividend of democracy you've been getting, or is there justification for spending such amount of money? In one of my recent videos, I spoke about citizens going back to their state website to follow their state government on their budgeting. What they spend on the budgeting, you can't just be crying that the system is whacked or the system is dilapidated, and yet you are not even following on spendings. You can easily do this by going to your state government website and then check what is your government actually expending on the state per se. Are these things verifiable? Does it correlate with the development you are seeing? Or does these spendings correlate with whatever structures you are seeing presently at your level in your state? So these are the questions you need to be asking yourself each time that the government or your governments come on air and say some certain things about development. So today we'll be looking at Governor Obaseki, like I said, and Governor Obaseki has expended over 900 million naira on bank charges. Wow, just bank charges. It got me thinking, bank charge, 900 million on bank charge, just between, this is not for a whole period. This is not for his whole tenure. This is just within 6 months, between January and June. Wow. Okay, we further did some breakdown on these bank charges or these expenditures that he acquired. And we discovered that some of these spendings, of course, went to meals and gas purchase. Wow, okay. If you look at the breakdown, over 670 million naira were expended for meals and cooking gas. And then we had the Nigerian government saying they are giving 8,000 naira to the poorest of the poor. And the elites using taxpayers' money and the citizens' money, expending cost on meals and gas at 670 million naira. Nigeria, where are we heading to? Okay, it didn't just stop there. After Governor Yaya Bello of Kogi State expended over 900 million naira, I thought I've seen it all, until we were further told that over 330 million naira were spent on gifts and donations. To who? Edo State people. Were you giving any gifts? Were any donations given to you? I don't know. Like, this thing is getting out of hand. Okay, over 212 million naira were expended for welfare in 3 months. Whose welfare, if I may ask? These are the problems that we keep on having with Nigerian politicians. By the time they get to that position, they spend in such an amount that you cannot begin to decipher. So these are the things that we should be asking ourselves. These are the problems that are coming up every day. And we see governors going away with these things, and Mr. Obaseki only has between now and next year to end his tenure as the governor of Edo State. But yet, these spendings are not really justifiable to the ears. They are very itching to the ears. So how can we verify this information? The only way is to get feedbacks from the masses who are currently living in Edo State. Are you comfortable with this spending? What are the impacts of this spending as a citizen of Edo State? These are the areas that you need to come out and speak out. Were this the mandate that you voted Governor Obaseki for? Has he delivered on those mandates? These are the questions you are supposed to be asking yourself as an active citizen of Edo State. I am just only voicing my own opinion, of course. And if you think I am making loud noise, then fine. But I just want you to know that this is not just ordinary. And the problem is our judiciary system is not going to do anything about this. Of course, they are going to go away. These people are going to go away with these things, right? Now, they are enriching themselves. If you look at the total expenditure for all these things, this is over 3.2 billion naira that have been expended for all these costs that are just irrelevant. The salary alone for the governor should fend for him in catering for meals and catering for, but they will still go back and be using taxpayers' money to do all these extra things, and yet nobody is saying anything. So Edo State people, this is your reality. Are you comfortable with this? If you are comfortable with this, fine. But I think you should speak up and speak out. Question this man. It is your right to question him. In fact, it is his mandate, it's part of his job description to explain to you in details what are the justifications for this funding. It's just like any politician these days all over Nigeria can just stand up and spend anyhow, and they'll just go to their state website and just bring out a rough budget and just paste it there, because they know that the Nigerian citizens, of course, they don't value these things. It's a wake-up call for all Nigerian citizens. Please, let us wake up and follow these spendings and then voice out our concerns. As a Nigerian, look at your socio-economic life. How are you faring? How are you coping every day? Is this the government that you have wished for yourself? Is this the government that you have hoped for so long? When the colonial masters left Nigeria and Nigeria became an independent state in Africa, is this the democracy we craved for? If this is the democracy we craved for, then I guess we don't need democracy. So these are just my views. These are just my thoughts. So these are just my honest opinions. So I think I will leave this video here and I will allow you, my audience, to reflect. So you can drop your opinions on the comment section and let's discuss about this. If you missed my last video, please, you can check it out. The issues of corruption, the probability of corruption ending in Africa and in Nigeria. So this video is just like the continuation of that series. So you can go back and watch if you've missed anything. And you can watch my other videos too, of course, to follow our discussions on corruption and the Nigerian politics and Africa politics at large. So thank you very much for tuning in again. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please, you can go ahead and click on this notification bell. And if you're yet to, click on the thumbs up button, please. If I've provided value on this video, you can do that. And, leave your opinion on the comment section, constructively, of course, so that we can discuss further on issues that surround this matter. So until next time, I come your way again. I remain Joseph. Remain blessed. Thank you. See you. Bye.